All right. Finally. Finally, finally, finally. All right. I need to open a new window. Okay. Let's see. All right, I need to share this now. And I have to go get Victor, so this is not going to be a really long chat. Um, all right, I need to share this now. And I have to go get Victor, so this is not going to be a really long chat. The weather, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better. I have a video that I was going to do, but I need to edit it, and I thought, well, why not just do a live video chat? So here we are. The weather, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better. I have a video that I was going to do, but I need to edit it, and I thought, well, why not just do a live video chat? So here we are. Okay, I am. Okay, maybe if I mute myself, because I'm hearing myself in OBS. So, I haven't streamed in a while, and I now have my ring light and my desk mostly set up. I am figuring OBS out and trying to get the ring light a little bit better situated so it's not like right up in your face. And I am feeling a lot better. I have to leave here to get Victor at about 2:30, so I've got a little bit over 30 minutes to chat now that it took me, I don't know, 15 minutes to get this up and working. Our weather here is kind of so I have a pretty good internet, but for whatever reason, OBS is I've got to review my settings for live streams so I can put in the correct settings for OBS. So yeah, and Victor and I have a Starbucks date today. I haven't really spent very much time with him because I've been so sick. I have to go to the grocery store, but before we go to the grocery store, he and I are going to go by Starbucks, and he's going to get a hot cocoa, and I'm going to get a coffee, and we're going to get a snack. Hello, everybody. And then we're going to go, Victor's going to go grocery shopping with me. So, being sick and being pretty much out of commission, I was only able to do like super priority things. So I did get like the bullet journal video up for y'all and for Patreon. I did get a little bit of stuff done. I got a blog post done, but I wasn't able to do all the things that I normally do because I just couldn't. I am behind with my housework. I am behind, yet you should see like my grocery list. And I'm not even done with it yet. So, your baby is almost a year old. Yeah, I have a new grandchild coming at the end of August, the very beginning of September. And Victor will be 7 in July. So, what I've been doing though, I had a bullet journal. And I decided while I was out sick and I was only able to do a little bit, the thing I picked up the most was the Hobonichi. I was doing planning and stuff. You could tell, like, where I got sick the day after Christmas. And I have been sick since. And now I'm finally getting better. Let me change this to real-time chat. So, there we go. Okay. And I am actually going to start doing live videos for YouTube more often. As soon as I can figure out the settings for OBS and get this where it's not quite so complicated. So, I was doing my planning and stuff in the Hobonichi. Well, when I got sick, I started doing my journaling. You can see where I was still kind of planning. I started doing journaling, and then when I started to feel a little bit better, I finally got to see Victor last week. When I finally started feeling a little bit better, I started actually doing some to-dos. You know, I went to the eye doctor last week. My daughter took me, and then I had to go back because I could only do like a little bit. I had to actually go back. And I started doing to-dos. And I just started doing the priority to-dos. Now, I got some of this done, but a lot of that ended up on Monday, ended up being migrated. I broke my glasses while I was sick, and then I broke my reading glasses. So I started doing like some of the to-dos. I actually started printing pictures with the Polaroid zip from my phone, y'all. I got so excited. I could actually print them from my phone or the tablet now. I'm like super excited. And as you can see, and here we are, and here's today's. So I don't have some of the stuff. And I'm actually doing this right now, live, but it's not going to be a journal with me because I don't have time, so we're just going to chat. I watched Rose live chat. I found this clip art and changed the color of the shirt. It was a green shirt and a brown jacket. Her hair is not dark anymore, but that's okay. So what I've been doing is, now that I'm feeling better, I'm behind with things for YouTube and Patreon and my blog and all kinds of other things. I decided to switch some things around because being in the Hobonichi that way really made a big difference. So I was doing all kinds of art stuff in here. This was more of my artist journal, like my artwork and stuff. So as I got sicker, and then ended up with sinus infection, bronchitis, pneumonia, I was limited to what I could do. And I couldn't journal everywhere anymore. I couldn't. I didn't have it in me. I didn't have time. I didn't have the energy. So I did priority things. And this was when I went to the doctor. And I got the ring light for Christmas because the boots that I ordered from Poshmark never came in. Hello. And that was a big rigmarole. She's still saying they got mailed, but there's no tracking number, and she wants me to return them. I'm like, look, lady, I never got them. You ruined my Christmas. I never got them. I got my money back, but I never got the boots. I never got the boots. Never getting the boots ruined my Christmas, so I ended up getting the ring light for Christmas, late. The ring light came in on January 10th. That was not Christmas, you know. So anyway, I was doing journaling, like little bits throughout the week, and then sometimes one big thing, and then sometimes little things. Like I was doing all different kinds of just art and journaling. And this was going to be this week. I washi taped some paper from one of my breezes. I cut down some to put the bullet journal in here because I'm going to put it all in one book. I'm going back to an everything journal, except for the Hobonichi, which is my planner, and it's kind of got some journaling in it. So I'm still doing that on this week. This was yesterday, and this was the contact lenses that my old ones were giving me a headache, I took a leave for the headache that I had because my glasses broke. I went to the eye doctor on Wednesday. I found some glasses. So bullet journal stuff right here. And then I am going cheesy with February. I decided to have some fun and to do all kinds of Valentine-y date night, all kinds of hearts and roses, and I'm going with the turquoise, kind of a blue and a red theme. And I did a little date thing. I even got like very cheesy kind of washi tape for Valentine's. So we have this kind of stuff. Now I do have the yearly collections notebook, and it is back here. So I finally posted a picture to Instagram and finally did a blog post. I was like all proud of myself, and I did it while I was sick. So like I have this will show you. This was pretty bad. That's my year in pixel, and green is sick. And here's where we're at. And I actually feel pretty good today, so we're gonna do blue, which is the yep, I feel pretty good color, because I felt a lot better yesterday. Don't forget the thumbs up. Yeah, please. The thumbs up and the comments are actually what help your views. It's not the views help. The thumbs up and commenting and the views are what help you on YouTube with the YouTube analytics, and people. It lets people know that people are interested in your content. So all of this is the sick, and then I started kind of filing. You know, I kind of put a weird green because this is where I was still sick, but I was really starting to feel better, where the antibiotic was starting to kick in. So that color's not up here, but I know what it means. I mean, I know what it means. So this is where I had a headache, and then this is where the blue starts, where I started really feeling better. And so I do have the collections in here, and like YouTube ideas. These are requests that people make for me to do videos for the YouTube channels. This is social media cheat sheet, which I've got to find the settings for OBS for YouTube so I can put them in here. That's content ideas. Artist dates, I've taken none. Been too sick. Then we have YouTube, so I can write down today's thing. I am so behind with the other YouTube channel, y'all. And I have not put in Patreon's content yet, but I will get to that. So once I can figure out the settings for OBS, so I don't have to finagle it, that'll be a lot better. And I'll be able to do more live videos, and I can actually do a journal with me. Now I'm just going to let y'all know, I have a really hard time talking and writing, drawing, painting. I can pause and answer questions and stuff, but I am going to do more live videos. So if I thought y'all might be more interested in that. And once I can figure out how to set up the webcam so that I've got to figure out something a little bit better so that I've got to make this a little bit higher up so it's not right here. Yeah. And so what I'm doing essentially is I'm going to be doing everything all in the one notebook. And then the planning, the actual core planning, like I'll be bullet journaling in here, I think. But I know I want the log. This might be quotes for the day or something like that. I haven't figured out. I don't need a calendar everywhere. I'm actually going to be doing some tracking of household stuff because I'm behind with everything. And I was thinking about doing a series on YouTube here for Wednesdays. This is where we're at. Lavender, I will link the video in the description later this afternoon after I get back home. She has this Get Your Life Together series. It's or a challenge. And you go through, like, I think she has 7 or 8 weeks. Well, I figured mine out to 10 weeks. I actually got up at 7:30 this morning. I was all proud of myself. So I'm trying to get my sleep routine back to normal because being sick, I was up late and getting up late. Going to bed late, getting up late. I want to change some of my habits, more self-care habits. You know, I'm still decluttering in here and in the house and different things like that. So I thought I might do the challenge and make it a weekly thing where I have like a little bit of a vlog, VLOG kind of feel to it, where if I do, maybe I could record a little bit of morning pages, or maybe I could record a little bit of my walking outside, because my goal for this year, my goal was to get outside every single day. Well, you can't just go outside to go walking around when you have pneumonia. So I am now, though, better. So now I can get to some of these things that I really want to do. So I think I have some catch up to do with housework. I have some catch up to do. I can't really get caught up on YouTube, but I can start making content consistently again now that I'm not sick anymore. And same with Patreon, because I was so sick. I did some stuff, but y'all, it was a struggle. And I'm better. I'm still not like 100%. So I still have to do more of the priority things. But doing live videos, I think, will help. Now I just, like I said, I got to get the hang of the settings for OBS. Figure out, I'm going to be watching some videos over the weekend about how to do OBS. I have the exact same webcam. I have 2 of them. And Logitech, when you have the same 2 webcams, for whatever reason the settings don't want to work right. You can't, like, if you set one, you can't set the other, whatever. Like, you have to go in and set the settings to default. So I can't go in and adjust the focus, like make it once I'm already, like, it stays, unfortunately, the way that I haven't found a better way to do it. And I have done some research on it. But I have like the default settings, so I've kind of changed that a little bit. But once I can adjust the ring light some, move it up a little, then it'll be a little bit better. So I am finally back in, I guess people can call it whatever they want to. People like to label things, which is why I said OmniJournal for a long time, because I heard the term first originally, I think, by Romney or by Miss Vicky B. And I don't know who said the term first. Excuse me. So, I'm loving being back in the Hobonichi. Let's see. This is February. Let's see if we can. There's a tiny bit of lag between what I'm doing and what's showing up on YouTube. So I just want to make sure I'm in frame. So like I said, I'm doing Valentine-y, heart. I'll probably draw some of that candy, Valentine kind of candy. I'm doing all of that kind of stuff for Valentine's. Scoot it down there, that way you can kind of see it a little bit better. And I haven't really, this is what I've been doing. This is what was this week, but I think I'm going to do these in the bottom for what I actually did for the day instead of doing them ahead, because this did not, all of this did not happen. Yeah, Wednesday was supposed to be this on Patreon, and then it was going to be on Sunday. So I'm like way behind, but I'm gonna do some live videos so that it'll help. I don't and you just missed me pointing because I'm off screen. So this was supposed to be Sunday. So this is what I've been doing. I've been trying to set up next week so that I can be on the ball with some of this. I think I'm going to film for y'all for Monday my room tour, because it's not finished yet and I'm still cleaning. I still have some work to do in the closet. The white bookshelf is going to end up in the closet, but David and I are trying to figure out what we want to do as far as making our own bookshelves go, because I'm going to do wall-to-wall shelves for the wall behind me where the little red bookcase and the bigger red bookcase sit. The little one has the typewriters on it. So we're kind of trying to figure some things out. So the room is going to continue to change because I'm trying to get things set up in a way that will work the best for me, so that things will be more efficient. I can work smarter, not harder in the room. And I need more storage space. And when you live in a small house, you have to go vertical, and I'm going to have to go vertical because this room is only so big. And so anyway, I've been changing things up. So what I'm going to do down here is draw the little icons kind of thing for the day. And then I have debated, because I was so sick, about doing the bullet journal daily stuff right here, because I do the top priority things and then doing the daily pages. You miss having your own journaling art spot? Yeah. I have been in every single room in this house, for the most part, all the regular rooms. The living room, our bedroom, this room, the purple room, the dining room, the living room. I think I said that already, but I've had my desk in a corner in almost every single room except the bathrooms in this house. When I was just doing writing, it was okay to have my desk and a bookshelf, near me, in the corner somewhere. But when I started doing the art stuff, the journaling stuff, then it got a lot more complicated. When my daughter was here the other day looking at things to give me ideas, she said that let me switch this for a minute. Okay, now we should be okay. Okay, now you should be okay. Let's test. Yeah, it should be working now. Thanks, Galena, for deleting the message. The troll. You can't be creative stuck on your couch working with a broken leg. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. You can. I had a hysterectomy a few years ago, and I was stuck either on the couch or in the bed. And that's when I really got into the art journaling, because having the laptop was kind of uncomfortable on my lap. So having a journal on a pillow wasn't. And I could put the laptop on the pillow on my lap for like a little bit at a time, but it got kind of heavy. And that's when I really got journaling. I don't know I've never had a broken leg, but I do know what it feels like to be couch bound, bed bound. And I got a bag. I took my knapsack, my book bag, put my most used supplies in it, had a little table beside the bed that I had my water jar in, and I spread stuff out where I could reach it, and boom, you know, that was how I got my journal on, I guess I should say. Because, and I wrote by hand during that time. Like, I do periodically a lot of writing by hand, because I'm more creative when I write by hand than I am with the typewriter. I don't know about being this up close, y'all. But, being sick is sort of, changed on the second floor. You do your regular 9 to 5 work on a laptop. If you can get somebody, or when you go upstairs, if you can get some of your art supplies and put them in a bag, some kind of bag, and then take them with you back to the couch or the bed or wherever, or get somebody to get some of them. Make somebody a list. But I found that doing some of this stuff while I was sick, these last few weeks, it's made a really big difference reprioritizing things, because there was only so much I could do, and there was no way for me to journal in all the journals that I normally journal in on a daily basis. Normally I do a lot more journaling, and I decided that the Omni Journal was going to be the best bet for me, because I was already doing sort of a bit of Omni journaling in the Hobonichi. And I love the Hobonichi, though. The way it's laid out and everything is great for me for a planner. And bullet journaling is not a planner. It's bullet journaling. It's journaling. But you do like some of your planning via bullet journaling. And I don't do anything digitally. I'm not a big digital person. Like, I want to get an iPad and an iPen so I can learn how to do some digital art, so that I can scan some of my analog stuff to make things out of for like stickers or whatever. And I want to learn how to do some, but I'm very much an analog person, especially with planning. Like, I have a Google Calendar, and NaNoWriMo stuff goes in the Google Calendar, stuff that a couple of my friends are doing that are writers, and then Romany stuff goes in the Google Calendar. And that's it. That's what I use my Google Calendar for. Or if there's an event that's on, like, locally, that'll pop up in the local, like in the Facebook group for some of the local things, or whatever. Like, there's supposed to be this astronomy thing in February that I want to go to. Yeah, there is something about pen and paper for me too. So for me, I'm finally really getting what bullet journaling means, what it entails. Thanks to Ryder Carroll's book, and I've reread it like 4 or 5 times now. The rapid logging, especially. So that's where, like, some of the things for me have sort of changed. I can do rapid logging in the Hobonichi. One of the reasons why wasn't a real big fan of the Hobonichi for my daily journaling is because sometimes I need more than one page. And that's the thing with the bullet journal, is that I'm going to be taking notes and stuff. Well, I have a notebook. Now, this behind the Hobonichi is my notebook for things, for notes, goal setting, notes, video notes, where I bullet point things for video series, for coffee chats, for whatever. It's not a neat journal. Like, this is where I started the thing for the Get Your Life Together challenge that Lavender did, and I'm going to start doing that on Wednesdays. Video. So next Wednesday you'll get the first video in that series, and then next Friday you'll get a journal with me, like the Creative Sessions Artists for All kind of journal video, because I'm way behind in that. I'm way behind with a lot of things. But I thought, well, why not just start now? You know, we have, what, one more week, a week and a half, basically, of January left. You want an A5 Hobonichi, you only do 1 page a day, so it would be perfect. It is expensive. All right, here's the thing. The Hobonichi, I love the Hobonichi. You can get the Hobonichi on Amazon or on JetPens. If you don't want the pen and the little bear, you can buy the Hobonichi through Amazon or through JetPens. I got the AVEC, and I'm glad I got the AVEC because I've actually been journaling in it. It's going to get rather thick, but that was the first time I got a Hobonichi. I got July through December when I was doing the Hobonichi journaling. And some days I only do 1 page, but I also do a lot of other kind of journaling, like note taking. I read books, and I do all kinds of things. So I thought, well, you know, I've got a number of things. So behind this, which is going to be, this is the Studio Note. Nope, it's the 7 Seas Micro Dot. The Studio Note's the grid one, I think. This one is the 7 Seas. It's the new, like, I did the Crossfield for a long time. This is the 52 GSM paper. Well, the other one that Nanami Paper has is the grid. It's the Studio Note, and it is grid, just like the Hobonichi. 1 page per day for full. It doesn't matter what book the cousin is, whether it's the full book or the AVEC, which is it's split in half. It's going to have 1 page per day for the dailies. But this is done just like, the paper looks just like the Hobonichi paper. Let's open up the Hobonichi. And then I'm going to finish this because I'm going to have to go. So, let's go to a daily page without writing on it. Let me move this back so you could see what I'm doing. Video and video. Okay, here we go. Now y'all can see. Okay. I was just talking and showing and y'all couldn't even see. Yeah, okay. So, this is the Hobonichi. The pages of the grid is like a red, and this is like a gray or a blue. But this is the Studio Note from 7 Seas, the Nanami paper, and this is the Hobonichi. Now, that is the Micro Dot from 7 Seas. And this is the Studio Note. The Micro Dot looks almost just like the Crossfield that they used to have. The Crossfield had the little blue X's or crosses or whatever you wanted to call it. Now the Micro Dot has a dot and then a little circle around the dot. It's the same paper. It's all 52 GSM. And then I also have the Enigma, which is 68 GSM. Tomaway River paper. But if you don't want to buy the Hobonichi, you don't need the calendar or the weekly stuff, you could get this Studio Note, which is just like the Hobonichi, only it doesn't have their stuff on it. And you've got it. Hey, and I'm about to go, Bree. I gotta go get Victor, and I gotta leave here in 5 minutes, so I've got 5 more minutes. But you could get either, like, you can actually order the notebooks from Nanami Paper. You could get the dot or the grid, which is the note. It's the Studio Note, and that's the Micro Dot. If you didn't want to get a Hobonichi. And Nanami Paper, they have shipping, but I think if you order $25 or more from JetPens, you don't have to pay shipping. I think that's what it is. And with Amazon Prime, if you were to get the Hobonichi from Amazon Prime or from JetPens, I don't think either one of them, you wouldn't have to worry about shipping. You would just be buying the notebook. But I will tell you that the Hobonichi is much more expensive, even with shipping, than buying just the notebook from Nanami Paper. You just got back from dropping your kids off at preschool. It's the time difference. Yeah, it's 2:26 here. And Victor's about to get out of school. And then he and I are going to go to Starbucks. And then he's going to go with me grocery shopping. So, okay. Oh, I don't like this being this up close. I really don't like being this up close. I'm going to have to adjust this webcam. I'm going to have to adjust the default setting. But I still have my B6 notebook that I made myself. Yeah, I don't like being this up close. I still like that I mixed 58 GSM and 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. You went grocery shopping this morning? Well, I can't take him hungry, so we're going to go to Starbucks, and I'm going to get me a coffee, and he's going to get a hot cocoa. It's chilly outside. For us here, it's like 54 degrees, which may seem nice for other people, but here in South Carolina, that's actually quite chilly because it feels like a little bit lower because of the wind. But we're gonna me and him are gonna get a snack, and he loves hot cocoa, and his Mimi loves coffee, so then hopefully, my brother has been stuck in Charleston, and he, you like that the Hobonichi is dated? Well, my suggestion, Jelena, is to either go on Amazon, to go on JetPens, or to search eBay and Etsy. Price check the cousin, see which one you can get cheaper. You can also go to the Hobonichi buy, sell, trade group on Facebook. Sometimes people have them for sale, and you can get them for a lot less out there. It's 0 here, 34. Yeah. We hardly ever get snow. It's not really that cold here. It doesn't get super cold here. We rarely get snow. It's humid and hot. We have, technically, I guess we sort of have 4 seasons, but really it feels more like what we have is summer and fall. You know, because our spring isn't really spring so much. The Facebook group had some. Yeah. I would check the Facebook, the buy, sell, trade, the Hobonichi buy, sell, trade group. A separate cover. No, it does not come with a cover, but if you have an A5 cover, it should fit. Like this is an A5 cover and the Hobonichi fits in it. This is actually an A5 Hobonichi cover that a friend of mine gave me. And then this is a folio that I got from Taroko Design. You can also put it in a traveler's notebook. You could, technically, if you put a string in the front and a string in the back, put it in that A5 Janelli fish that you have if you wanted. With a small insert, a regular insert, just an insert, but not another notebook, would probably fit in there too. When I put a big notebook in my traveler's notebook, I put a string in the front and then a string in the back to hold it. So, but it doesn't come with, usually doesn't come with one, unless somebody's willing to sell one that they had too, and then it gets a little bit more expensive because the covers cost. The only Hobonichi A5 cover I have is this one, and it was given to me. I did not buy it. But I gotta go now. It's 2:30. You want a 3 foot of snow. Thank you. I would love to have snow, but that's what you're thinking, you're Janela fish, and it still smells yummy. Yes. Yes. I've been trying to find an excuse to use my B6 that looks just like your A5, Jelena. That's what I have my notebook that Bree made that I have like 20 pages left in. The last one she made for me, I have 20 pages left in it, and I've been trying to figure out something I could do in that journal because I loved it. I'm ready for a new one. I think whenever this one gets kind of, when I get close to filling this up, I'm just gonna have to get some more paper, and I'm gonna end up having to get I'll just message Bree. I'll email Bree. Because I've got some happy mail I need to send her and a couple of other people too. So I am going to enjoy my day, my afternoon with Victor, and I'm taking the camera. I don't know how much video I get. I'm going to take some pictures. You will have a Bree notebook one day. Yes, Bree makes the best notebooks. If y'all haven't checked out her Etsy store, it's Documented Journey on Etsy. That's the notebooks I was using for like over a whole year. She makes the best notebooks ever. So I will see y'all later. Just shoot her an email, or I will shoot you an email. But she is Documented Journey on YouTube, and her links should be on YouTube. She's also Documented Journey on Instagram and all that other social media stuff. So, including Etsy. But, I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for joining me. Bye, y'all.